Welcome, everyone. We are in Plainville, Kansas tonight, where the Ellenwood Eagles taking on the Plainville Cardinals. I'm Matt Unruh, alongside Bill Maddie here tonight as we're set for our broadcast, our outdoor edition of Ellenwood Eagles football here on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. Going to be a tough one here tonight. Let's focus on last game, though, Sunrise Christian Academy, a game that, well, Ellenwood was the underdog and was almost down and out in that one, down 40-14. Then Ellenwood came back with 20 unanswered points, almost got them within it, and just was an onside kick turnover away from tying it up, but didn't get that onside kick with 1:13 left. And, well, Sunrise got a first down, and that was pretty much it for Ellenwood, but lost by 6, and a valiant effort and a really good fourth quarter, probably one of the best fourth quarters this team has had this year.
Yeah, man, it's probably the best quarter play that they've had against a quality opponent like Sunrise Christian Academy. Played really well, a lot of fire that fourth quarter. Would have been nice if we could have had that to maybe start the game and kind of get ourselves off on the right foot, but the Ellenwood battled pretty well their first half, and then the third quarter a little bit slip away. But Sunrise is a very different team than what we usually face in this area. We've got more of a power football team to go against tonight in Plainville, and big, strong team, and you better be ready to play.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure Coach Dusty Beams has had his squad prepared for this one, but it's kind of hard to prepare for a powerhouse team like Plainville, a team that's 6-0 on the season, I believe number 5 in 2A football right now, and has beat the powerhouse of Smith Center earlier this season. So this is a team to be reckoned with, a team that was 3-6 last year, now in 6-0 this year, looking for a good run in playoff time. But one of the regional or the divisional games for Ellenwood, are going to see a team that loves to run the football, as they have Tyler Axelson. He's already got 765 yards on the season, averages about 127 yards per game. A team that doesn't like to throw the ball, so at least they'll be somewhat predictable tonight.
Yeah, last year the Kyle Becker quarterback for him does a nice job of faking the handoff and things like that, but they will hurt you with the tight end play to Andrew Casey. He is a very solid senior player this year, and he's an outstanding defensive player. Both those kids are, along with the Chard kid in the middle.
Well, Bill, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with our pregame interview with head coach Dusty Beams after this here on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. Now, talk about the defense from last Friday night, facing off with a team.
The purpose of the Ellenwood Booster Club is to serve all students and faculty of Ellenwood Middle and High School by promoting participation in all activities while enhancing school pride and spirit. If you would like to get involved with the Ellenwood Booster Club, please contact any Ellenwood Booster Club member.
Highlay Engine Pump and Supply salutes all students at Ellenwood High. Go Eagles from everyone at Highlay Engine Pump and Supply in Ellenwood.
Eastern Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Air is your authorized Carrier dealer. Residential or commercial, Eastern can service and repair all makes and models. Call 620-564-3377. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Eastern in Ellenwood. Eastern Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Air is your authorized...
The purpose of the Ellenwood Booster Club is to serve all students and faculty of Ellenwood Middle and High School by promoting participation in all activities while enhancing school pride and spirit. If you would like to get involved with the Ellenwood Booster Club, please contact any Ellenwood Booster Club member.
Pit Stop Service Station at 201 East Santa Fe in Ellenwood is your one-stop for oil changes, tire repairs, exhaust systems, brakes, transmission work, tune-ups, new tires, and more. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Pit Stop Service Station, Ellenwood.
When you need a state-certified master electrician, call Triple T Electric. Triple T Electric can handle your electrical needs, whether it's residential, commercial, farm, irrigation, or oil field. Triple T Electric in Ellenwood is a proud supporter of Ellenwood sports.
Welcome back to pregame. Matt Unruh here with head coach Dusty Beams. Interesting game last week, Dusty. Come back from being down by
20.
Was it 26 points, 20 unanswered points. Valiant effort by the squad, but just wasn't quite enough in the end.
Penalties. Been our Achilles heel all year. You know, we make a great drive. It's 2nd and 5, and we get a false start. It's 3rd and 1, we get a holding. It's penalties. You know, you said that's probably the best game we've played all year. Probably the funnest I've coached all year.
Yeah.
We didn't quit. We just made a lot of mental errors.
And I know Cameron Williams was out of the ball game. I'm guessing he's probably going to be out for the year with the cast he had on Friday night. But still, the passing game seemed to work fairly well towards the end of the game.
Yeah, not bad. Cameron, actually, we think he'll be back for Inman.
Really?
It was a blow not to have Cameron this week, though. I mean, Cameron's probably one of our best offense and defensive players. In fact, he kind of stepped into the coaching role this week. He was in charge of getting the tight ends ready and in charge of working with the D end on his side. And you know, even though he wasn't on the field, he really stepped up in the coaching area, and he was still an asset even though he was off the field for us.
Now talk about the defense from last Friday night, facing off with a team, probably one of the most pass-happy teams we'll see all year in Sunrise Christian Academy. Passed about 90% of the time. Sure, they put up some points. Talk about how your defense fared against Sunrise.
You know, honestly, that was probably one of our best defensive games. You know, that's a team that averages around 500 passing yards a game, and we held them under 300. Considering that we played the same 11 the whole game pretty much. The main thing, I think, we still need to work on our breaking down, making tackles, but I thought we did a great job of shedding blocks, getting to the ball. Like I said before, overall, I think that was probably our best defensive game we've had.
And the running game seemed to work out well once again.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing when we actually do the stuff we're told in practice. It works out just fine. But once again, when you get on a rhythm and a penalty, it just throws that rhythm off. You know, so.
Well, besides the penalties, Coach, offensive line seems to do pretty well, especially in the first half of a ball game while they still have plenty of energy in the game. Talk about the O-line.
You know, we can't do anything if they're not doing good as a unit. Mm-hmm. You know, the games that we've been close in, the games that we've played good in, it's because of their play up front. If we're missing our blocks, we can't pass, we can't run. And you brought up a good point. You know, we're playing the same guys the whole game. On the offensive line, we don't trade anybody. They play the entire game. So usually by the third, fourth quarter, they are getting gassed. And I felt like this week we did a great job of keeping our composure and working hard. But you know, things go bad with penalties, and we start from square one again.
Almost looked like a second half team this past week.
Most definitely.
Well, let's talk about tonight, Coach. Plainville, a team obviously very good, already defeated Smith Sitter earlier this year. What do we have to do to stay in this one?
A lot of heart. Yeah, there was an article that came out about 2 weeks ago about Plainville, and it stated that when Coach Simon took over, the strongest kid they had was 185. He could hang clean 185. And he said now after 3 years they have 5 guys who can do over 300.
Wow. Enough
said. You know, this is a team that I hope we can aspire to be in 2-3 years. They're a tough team. In order for us to beat them, we have to be perfect in every facet of the game. We have to be assignment sound. We can't get pushed. I mean, like I said, we have to play perfect.
What have you told your kids this week in practice to mentally prepare them for Plainville and the road?
Like I told our kids, you know, we are a dangerous team at this point because we have absolutely nothing to lose. You know, we can look at it 2 ways. We can look at it one way. We give them a really good run for their money, and we drop them in the polls. The other way, we actually show up and we play the best of our ability, and we beat them, and we make them play a Meade first round of the playoffs. You know, we have nothing to lose in this game. Basically, we're playing for our pride, and, you know, like I tell our seniors, whether they like it or not, they are the building blocks for this program. You know, a tough game against Plainville, a win against Plainville, that's something we can hang our hat on, and we can bring some excitement to the program next year because of that excitement we brought this year.
All right, let's bring it tonight, Coach. Coach Dusty Beams, we'll be back with more pregame after this.
For generations, Ellenwood residents have counted on the Ellenwood Leader for news and information about the community. The Leader and the Central Kansas Rocket cover the topics that are important to residents of eastern Barton County. Start your subscription today or pick up the latest copy at the Ellenwood Leader office. The Rocket is free.
Back here in Plainville, looks like Ellenwood will be kicking off to Plainville to start this one. Ellenwood Eagles, 1-5 on the season. Plainville at 6-0, and we're underway. Marcus Brown kicking the football for the Eagles. Scooped up by Plainville. Wow, what a hole. That's number 22, Connor Collins. Up the sideline, still running into the red zone. Trying to push him out was Tanner Swank, but pushed him in the end zone. And that's how this game starts off. Plainville with the score on the kickoff. And Plainville up early, 6-0.
Still not on.
Still not on the air here.
That's on.
Bill, are you hearing anything
Hey,
over the headphones?
you want to help him?
We're not on
Have
the
Josh.
air.
It says it's on. Don't be.
Well, they're going for the 2-point conversion for the PATs.
I'm working on it.
And off up the right side, and he's in the end zone. Trevor Axelson, he's their big runner, the 5'8" junior, weighing at 140 pounds. Gets a 2-point conversion. It's 8-0 Plainville to start this one out. Well, that's one thing you don't want to see if you're the Ellenwood Eagles, and kind of seemed like a half-hearted effort, at least as soon as they crossed the 50-yard line. Tanner Swank looked like he had a chance at making a tackle. Gave him a little shove, but that was all the effort we saw on that special teams play there, Bill.
Yeah, it looks like we missed a couple tackles there, and you got to get a guy down there if you at all possible, and do whatever it takes to get the person down. But a lesson learned for a younger player.
So Ellenwood will get the ball. 11:47 left in the first quarter here. 8-0 Plainville. Ellenwood going to try to answer as well as they can off the kickoff. Looks like Patrick Ringering in the deep backfield. Tanner Swank on the left end. And looks like Cody Easern over there off to the right. Be the guy that brought it back for a touchdown, Connor Collins, kicking off for the Cardinals. A booming kick. Ringering around the 10-yard line. Will run it up. Brought down from behind and around the 23-yard line as well, where Ellenwood will start off their first series. Ellenwood, probably going to see him running the ball like they have the majority of the time this season. Something that Plainville does. We haven't seen Plainville's first possession yet, but that's what we expect to see 90% of the time. A complete opposite to what we saw last week in Sunrise Christian Academy, who threw the ball 90% of the time, Bill. And we'll throw on the first possession. Almost picked off. A dangerous one, a little behind Cody Easern on that throw.
Little surprise coming out to throw the football. Ellenwood doesn't normally do that, but did tonight. Like Jared threw just a little bit behind Cody, but not too bad of a throw.
Well, after watching last week's ball game, Jared Oakey did throw the ball a little bit more, made some good throws, some good completions last week, getting a little more confidence from his coaching staff, from the 5'4" sophomore quarterback. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the 22. This time it'll be a run up the middle. That's Templeton, looks like. Pushes forward for a pickup of about 4.
Nice hold by our offensive line. They did a good job of getting through there. That's kind of a nice positive to see that first run of the ball game we get 5 yards off of it, because we're going to need to run the football and keep Plainville's offense off the field.
So 3rd and 5. And that's been the forte. That's pretty much been the success that we've seen out of the Ellenwood offense. Ball on the ground. I think scooped back up by Colton Churchill. A pickup of 1. I believe it was Churchill with the run. 4th and 5 now for the Eagles. Looks like they're going to send the offense back out there. Well, no, it will be a punt here. It's just Jared Olkey setting up for the snap. Ring-a-ring for the punt. High boot as he felt some pressure coming. Kicked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. They'll set him up at the 45 for Plainville.
That was a good, safe punt by Patrick. I kind of like that where it goes out of bounds and you don't have to worry about Plainville's special team making a big play. Make them earn everything they get. Don't give them anything cheap on a punt return.
Yeah, we already saw what they could do with the kickoff return. Plainville, this will be the first offensive play we'll see out of this number 4 team in 2A football in the state of Kansas. Mr. Becker under center. Kyle Becker, the quarterback. He looks to throw the first possession. Going deep, and with the catch, Andrew Casey. A big play for Plainville.
Yeah, Andrew Casey definitely a favorite target of the quarterback there. Those guys worked together for several years, I'm sure, and got that play down. That's usually how they pass the balls out of their play action package, and he usually rolls to the right.
Now, this is a team that has very little passing yards. Kyle Becker with more rushing yards than he has passing yards this season. 220 yards, now 245 on the season for passing. Back from the wishbone. Becker sets up, fakes the toss. And they actually do an immediate handoff. A big pickup on the run as well. 17-yard rush. Like Harrison Gilliland with the run. The fullback with over 500 yards rushing for the Cardinals.
Yeah, as Matt mentioned earlier, we are outside tonight, and you can hear the pads popping clear up here at the top of the grandstands.
It's a hard-hitting football team, and Ellenwood hitting hard right back defensively. Under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Becker sets up under center. Around the outside, but snuffed up by Gearing, but doesn't make the complete tackle, but finished there by number 44, Colton Churchill on the tackle. A nice tackle there by Churchill.
Good play by Ian. He didn't finish it off at the beginning, but he definitely made the running back bounce it outside, allowed Churchill and Templeton to come up and make the tackle.
Ian Gearing really the heartbeat of this defense so far this year, getting some big tackles for loss, doing a good job of putting the pressure on the quarterback thus far this year. 2nd and 9, Plainville from the Ellenwood the Ellenwood 15-yard line. 2 in the backfield for Plainville. Toss over to the right, that's Trevor Axelson. Plenty of room to run and gets in the end zone. 15-yard run for Trevor Axelson with the TD. That'll make it 14-0, Plainville. Fire trucks, we got a couple here tonight. Sounding the sirens whenever the team entered the field, and apparently every touchdown as well.
When you play Smith Center, you get to hear the cannon go off often, and it looks like tonight that this is their own version of the cannon.
Here's a 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to be a throw in. Becker, nobody over there. Point after. The 2-point conversion going to Nolan Weiser. Makes it 16-0 with 9:01 remaining. Let's take a break. You're tuned in to EllenwoodEagles.org and GreatBendPost.com.
Just like the student athletes at Ellenwood High School, Lang Diesel is doing what it takes to get the job done. See all the staff for new products, parts, or service at Lang Diesel, just west of Ellenwood. And good luck, Eagles, from your friends at Lang Diesel.
It's always something.
For all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, farm, or business, Jensen Associates. See Rob Fisher for a quote at Jensen Associates, Ellenwood.
It's always something.
To a beautiful night here in Plainville, Kansas. It's 16-0 Plainville with 9:01 remaining in the first quarter. A quick start for this Plainville offense. And really, from the first series, mixing it up with the passing and the running, but either one, Ellenwood was not able to stop them on that drive. Here's a kick from Collins. A low kick, but man, a deep one at that. Clear to the 10-yard line, picked up by Cody Easern, finds a hole going to the left side. to the 40, to the 50, midfield, and finally brought down. No, he's not down yet. To the 42-yard line. What a great way to start off with the special teams by Cody Easern.
Sure was. That's exactly what Ellenwood needed to get a little bit of momentum back here in this ball game. Got a good field position here to start this second drive for the offense.
Would have liked to see Cody Easern just take it to the house right there, but nonetheless, good field position for the Eagles. Kind of shows the speed of Plainville coming, because it looked like Eastern had some room to run, and they caught up with them pretty quick. Oh, ball apparently on the ground. Marcus Brown covering it up. Going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 for the Eagles on that play.
That's the second time we've seen Ellenwood put the ball on the ground. We can't do that tonight. That's something we've got to make sure that we eliminate all the mistakes and don't give the ball right back to them.
And that's one thing Ellenwood's done fairly well this year is the turnover ratio. They rarely turned the ball over so far this year. You can just think of 1 or 2 games where they've had more turnovers than forced turnovers on the other squad. A pitch back. A nice shifty move by Ring. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards to try to get back to where they were. Make it a 2nd and 12, or a 3rd and 12 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Patrick's got, as we all know, has got the Ellenwood speed, but Plainville's got some pretty quick defensive backs to run there and make the tackle.
Yeah, Plainville pretty well known for their defense. That 6-0 record. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be 4 in the state. 3rd and 12. Brown and Templeton in the backfield. It'll be Brown getting this one, and man, they just broke the line of scrimmage there and got to Brown really quick there.
They did. It just manhandled looked like our offensive line just came out hard, and Plainville's got their ears pinned back and just going hard to the football right now.
Now, this is Ellenwood, a team that usually runs outside pretty successfully, but it's going to be a little different tonight with the speed of this Plainville defense. And the punt formation from about the 46-yard line, the Plainville 46. Ring back to receive the punt, or to boot it away. Gets it away pretty quickly. Pretty good kick there, too. Out of bounds, like we said, keep it out of the hands of Becker there, who is set for the return. They'll set up at the 20-yard line. So the positive out of this drive is the field position. Going to make Plainville march a whole 80 yards before they can try to get in the end zone. And now Ellenwood's chance to maybe get a stop here on this second offensive series on Plainville. 6:43 remaining in the first quarter. 16-0, Plainville with the lead. Kyle Becker under center for the Cardinals here. It'll be, well, looks like a run up the middle. Harrison Gilliland. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but while we were gone, a 48-yard rush from Trevor Axelson for the Cardinals set up a 3-yard touchdown rush by Harrison Gilliland, puts the Cardinals of Plainville up 23-0, and thus far, Bill Mattias, Plainville team is nothing but playing.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now, and our kids looked a little bit shell-shocked. We need to – you just can't be afraid. You got to go and just be aggressive. And smart play there by Cody Easern, letting that ball go out of bounds.
Slowly rolling out of bounds just before the Plainville defender rolled on top of – just before defender rolled on top of it, causing the flag. It'll set up Ellenwood at, I believe, the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it should be a 35-yard line.
23-0 at the moment. There's 4:06 remaining in the first quarter. Ellenwood with our second series. Last series, they started out at the Plainville 42-yard line and ended up punting the ball after a couple tackles for loss. And a 3-and-out there. Run to Ring. It looks, he loses the football. He had him stood up and then stripped him of the football. Got to be aware of that if you're Ellenwood. And it's recovered by Plainville here.
Yeah, last week we saw Patrick run the ball inside a little bit more than he has in the past, and that time turn inside and met quite a few Plainville defenders. He's really, at his best is when he's in open field and right on the outside of the edge. But it has been nice to see Patrick go inside a little bit more, but that didn't work out quite so well on that play.
Sometimes you just got to get a little bit lower so they can't stand you up like that. So first fumble lost. That's about the third fumble of the ball game thus far for Ellenwood. And a first play on this possession, a deep throw, a little overthrown by Kyle Becker of the Cardinals.
Looks like Plainville is going to try to work on a little bit on their passing game. Sounds like that may be their weak spot of their whole team system if they've got any, and so they'll probably try to do that a little bit early here in this late here in this first quarter.
Yeah, trying to showcase the 6-foot senior Kyle Becker in his arm here. Under center now. 2nd and 10, going to be a handoff up the middle. Enough for the first down, just explosive speed. That was number 21, Carson Zeltwanger, with the run, with the 11-yard rush. And sets up another first down at around the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, and now Cardinals huddling up. About 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. Under center is Becker. A little play action now, a QB scramble. Brought down around the 19-yard line.
Plainville's got a nice option there at quarterback. He's obviously he's experienced and big, tough kid. Plays linebacker. I think he's their best linebacker on their team, and they've got some good ones, and he's definitely one of them. Definitely a big, strong kid. Plainville kids are, I don't know if you can tell from the computer screen, but they're big.
Well, we were talking about that during the pregame interview with Coach Dusty Beams. That's a program that's really turned things around, really from the weight room. There's a good tackle for loss there. That was Zamaripa, I believe, on the sack there. Jesse Zamaripa, a little help. And might have given him a little forward momentum on that. Well, guess I was watching the wrong play.
Yeah, I think they scooted through there for a little bit of a gain, but still not too bad a defensive play by the Eagles.
3rd and about 3 for the Cardinals here. Another play. Oh, no, they do go up the middle here. Enough for the first down and more. Trevor Axelson again. Got to pick up a 10. 1st and goal now for the Cardinals. Plenty of players to rotate through as you just compare the sidelines and just the number of players, too.
Yeah, when you've started to turn things around, you probably get a few more kids out. Looks like Plainville's does have some pretty good numbers this year.
It is a 6-0 squad. Number 4 in the state. Now a pass to the corner and a good catch. Andrew Casey. You were talking about him in pregame, Bill, and gets a touchdown reception there. A 7-yard completion. Another score for Plainville.
Yeah, Andrew Casey. We talked about him earlier. Good player. You can tell those kids have done that more than once, and just a good combination with those two kids.
Yeah, it makes it 29-0. Now going for the field goal, working on that a little bit as well, and gets that one through the uprights. 30-0 lead for Plainville over Ellenwood. We'll take a break. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle football at ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
Calling all businesses, large or small. National Billing is your accounts receivable processing, billing, financing, and management headquarters. See Mel Wade and the staff at National Billing, 13 North Main in Ellenwood, a proud sponsor of Ellenwood Eagle activities.
Pit Stop Service Station at 201 East Santa Fe in Ellenwood is your one-stop for oil changes, tire repairs, exhaust systems, brakes, transmission work, tune-ups, new tires, and more. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Pit Stop Service Station, Ellenwood.
When you think of your future, think Barton. When you think of career training, think Barton. When you think about completing your GED or getting specialized training for your business and employees, think of Barton. Find out what drives you at Barton Community College.
Back to Plainville, Kansas here tonight. Pretty nice night for football. Feeling a little more and more like fall. Plainville playing as expected. They got a 30-0 lead right now with 1:20 left in the first quarter. Ringering trying to go over the left side, but picked up pretty quickly. Gets it to close to the 30-yard line where Ellenwood will start this series.
Yeah, Matt, notice there that time we're sitting right on the 40-yard line where Plainville's kicking off. They've got a kid on this on our near sideline. It's been offsides about 3 yards on both their kickoffs, or 2 of their kickoffs. But the referees on the other side of the field, kind of hard, I guess, for him to see that.
Well, maybe that's why they put us outside here tonight so we can help them out.
Exactly.
Probably be able to hear us better being on the outdoors. First play of the series. That might have been a late hit with how Plainville's number 5, Harrison Gilliland, jumped on the runner after the whistle was blown.
The dive play, the fullback's been our best play tonight. We had 5 yards, I think, twice on that play, so we'll see if Coach Beam stays at that. Maybe we'll just run right at them. Sometimes you get those teams that are just over-aggressive, and if you run right by them or right at them, that's the best thing.
And snuffed out on the inside on that play. Zamaripa comes up limping, it looks like. He's going to go on and huddle up. No gain on that play. 3rd and about 6 for the Eagles. See if they go to the air on this play. About 15 seconds left in the quarter. Trying to get this snap off before we end things. And up the middle, try again. That's Templeton. Might have gotten to the line of scrimmage on that one. No gain on that one, and that'll be the end of the quarter. At the end of the first quarter, 30-0 lead for the Plainville Cardinals. Let's take a break. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagles football at ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
It's always something.
For all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, farm, or business, Jensen Associates. See Rob Fisher for a quote at Jensen Associates, Ellenwood.
It's always something.
Woodhaven Care Center is a small, quiet, skilled nursing care facility with independent living apartments available. Located in the rural community of Ellenwood, we're confident that the hardworking staff will provide a safe and caring environment for you or your loved one. Stop by Woodhaven for a complimentary tour today.
RMAX Truck and Equipment is your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store specializing in truck repair and parts. RMAX Truck and Equipment is a proud supporter of the Ellenwood Eagles academics and sports. For truck repair and parts, see RMAX Truck and Equipment, Ellenwood.
Ellenwood Eagles football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. Brought to you by USD 355 and Ellenwood, Farmers Mutual and Jensen Insurance, National Billing, RMAC, and Ellenwood Booster Club. Matt Unruh here alongside Bill Maddie as we're bringing you Ellenwood football. Ellenwood down in this one to a tough opponent, number 4 in 2A football, losing a 30-0 to begin the second quarter. Ellenwood facing a 4th down here. Set up the punt to begin this quarter. Ellenwood set up at about the 39-yard line. Apparently got a 4th and 1 here. And referee's discussing something before we get things going here.
Yeah, Matt, I don't think it was 4th and 1. I think it was about 4th and 5 if I remember right. But sometimes I don't remember right. So
you know, I think that's what I remember as well.
Yeah, it looks like the referee crew is trying to sort things out and get this straightened back up.
Well, wouldn't mind if they left it this way. Then might be a
right.
scenario for a fake here.
Coach Beam, we know that he probably would go for it.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, they will set it back for a 4th and about 6. Kicking off the second quarter, Ellenwood going for a punt here. Ring back. He's gotten 2 punts off cleanly so far. That's a high punt. A bounce and roll to about the 35. Close to about a 15-yard punt for Ellenwood here.
Matt, we got a little break here. I'll tell you that they got a word from the cross country or from the tennis girls that Darian Beckwith and Bailey Sharts are going. They're in the semifinals. We're undefeated today, and so will be playing in the semis tomorrow.
As we know, entire Ellenwood Eagles tennis team making it to state this year. As a squad, all 6 players. What an experience it is for those ladies. Many senior, I think they said 4 seniors on the squad this year.
Yes, and according to Darian, is that they're still in it for the team title. They have their number 2 doubles of Robo and McClellan that are going for 5th place, I believe, and Oma Thomas in singles going for 5th place. So if we get everybody to have a good day tomorrow, there's a good chance, it sounds like, that Ellenwood may get a team title.
That means a lot, especially with the work you put in and ladies pushing each other to play their best. Eagles trying their best at Plainville right now cutting around the corner and still marching on. Man, what a tough tackle on number 3, Trevor Axelson. Just keeps that motor running. Good 12-yard run for Axelson. He's their leading rusher of the year, and who knows, with how he's playing thus far, could be on his way to a 200-yard game, but flag on the play,
yeah. I think that's going to go against Plainville. I'm not sure what the call was. Maybe unsportsmanlike, or I'm not sure exactly what it was, but definitely good time for the flag to come out and Ellenwood's benefit.
Yeah, after a big play, and that's one thing Ellenwood needs to contain here tonight is the big plays if they want to make it more reasonable score. 30-0 at the moment with 11:05 left in the second quarter. And they will set them back for about a 3rd and 6 from the Ellenwood 41-yard line. Becker under center, 2 in the backfield. Fakes the pitch and some pressure. Airlifts it, but into no man's land.
Good defensive play by the Eagles. Probably one of the best ones they've had tonight. Put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Made him throw it to a very ill-advised pass. And that's the first time we've seen him stay in the pocket and throw it. He's usually been rolling out, but maybe that's the reason why we saw right there that he normally rolls out, because that was not a very good decision by the quarterback there, Kyle Becker.
And another first we've seen here tonight, a 4th down marker up there, but maybe going for it. It looks like that is the case. Plainville not letting up here in the second quarter, that's for sure. 4th and 6. Up the middle. Oh, man, just almost plows over Ellenwood defender. And up for a first down to keep this drive going, and up to about the 28-yard line.
Looks like we don't have a number 18, but I think it's Devin Ramsey. If I'm looking at the he normally plays that position and how he looks in uniform, I think it's Devin Ramsey who made the tackle on that play.
That's a tough one to take. That's kind of like a catcher taking a railroading at the plate. And again, that's Gilliland, and he'll trot to the land of the end zone for the touchdown. A 28-yard run for Gilliland, the fullback. Second most yards on the team, and he makes it a 36-0 game. Looks like they'll set up for the field goal. And kicking is Collins. That would be Connor Collins, the 6-foot the 6-foot junior. Kick is up and good, makes it 37-0 Plainville with 10:19 remaining in the second quarter. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagles football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. St. Joseph Catholic School in Ellenwood provides the community with students who'll take their place in society as productive citizens instilled with Catholic values. St. Joseph School offers classes from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Please contact St. Joseph School if you'd like to see their facilities or for any questions.
Farmers Mutual Insurance is a proud supporter of Ellenwood Eagles academics and sports. Best of luck, Eagles, from your friends at Farmers Mutual Insurance. When you need a state-certified master electrician, call Triple T Electric. Triple T Electric can handle your electrical needs, whether it's residential, commercial, farm, irrigation, or oil field. Triple T Electric in Ellenwood is a proud supporter of Ellenwood sports.
Back here at Plainville, 10-19 remaining in this one. It's 37-0. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night here at Plainville. They had survivors and loved ones of those who have been affected by breast cancer do a march around the track before the ball game. A very touching ceremony. And Tanner Swank with a nice touch going up to the right side, nearly up to midfield. Start things off for Ellenwood at about their own 48-yard line. And it's 38-0 or 37-0 at this point. Ellenwood going to try to get on the board here before halftime. We got 10:08 remaining. Ellenwood setting up at the 48-yard line. Olkey under center, going back to throw. Not much time as the two ends, the defensive ends, just wrap around him. That'll be a loss of about 7 yards for the Eagles. Second and about 14.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right.
Olkey. And it's going to be maybe a loss of 1. Plainville indicating that they might have picked up the football, and looks like that's what the referees are signaling. Another fumble loss for Ellenwood. 9:29 remaining, and Plainville with the football once again. From the 42-yard line here. That's where Kyle Becker and company will set up. And it's a direct handoff once again. That's been pretty successful for Plainville so far with that quick handoff. And Ellenwood just seems to not quite be ready for it. O-line of Plainville just getting the push right away.
On the play, second down 2.
Gets it to about the 34-yard line in Ellenwood territory. Second and short. Second and about 3 for Plainville here. Showing some pressure maybe from Garrett Hayes. And now they're going to pitch around the outside. Marcus Brown chasing, and great blocking by the receivers. That's Axelson pushing forward near the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 25 yards on the play. Another big run for Trevor Axelson.
Matt, I've noticed every time the Plainville finishes off a run, they lower the shoulder and initiate the hit, and that's just a sign of a really aggressive team, and probably had learned that playing up here in the MCL against teams like Phillipsburg and Norton. Some of the tough quality football games that we get around here.
They love the contact, it seems like. All right. Little contact on this play and some push. Ellenwood doing a good job of making sure they don't push past the end zone there. Nice stop for the Eagles. Picks up a couple yards on that play. Already on the night, 120 yards for Trevor Axelson, according to my count. It's a kid that's knocking on the door of 1,000 yards already, and only in the 7th game of the season. going for a 3-yard touchdown here. Up the middle, no signal yet. Now there's a signal, touchdown, Plainville. There's the fire trucks with the lights up once again. Be a 43-0 lead for Plainville now. Already, Ellenwood just kind of looking tuckered out.
Yeah, they really are a little shell-shocked right now, and it's just hard to rebound when you get down early to a team like this, and you just kind of don't know really what to do, and it's tough for the players, tough for the coaching staff. You just try to maybe get some small victories and try to get some first downs along the way, keep the ball out of their hands. And we got to take care of the football. That's kind of been 3 turnovers already, and definitely the difference.
3 turnovers, and who knows where Ellenwood would be. It definitely wouldn't be this big of a deficit, at least. Just got to keep playing your style of football. Don't give in to what Plainville is doing at this time. You got to keep playing your kind of football. Now, things aren't going to get much easier next week either, Bill. It's going to be a home game, the last home game of the season for Ellenwood, hosting La Crosse, another top 5 team in the state in 2A. And both these teams in Ellenwood's 5-team district. A really tough district for Ellenwood to be squared in, but, it can really make a team like Ellenwood turn tough pretty quick.
Yeah, this has been a tough district. We drew this a year ago and thought that maybe it would be a little bit weaker in this, but we think we've hit some of these schools as they are on the rise instead of falling. So I think next year with the new districts as they come out, that the districts actually play a lot better, a lot easier schedule for Ellenwood.
Well, and with the young squad that Ellenwood does have now, that can play to their advantage as well. Under a first-year head coach, Dusty Beams, learning his system this year. And you tell Dusty's getting a feel of where the strengths are with these kids. And one thing is the running game. I mean, he's going to have quite a few returners next year. So key players that's Colton Churchill, one of the key players running up the middle. He's just a sophomore, but done a nice job at the fullback position so far this year. Also, Alan Templeton, a sophomore. Both of those guys are your power runners that go up the middle. Also, Patrick Ringering, your junior explosive player. He's going to be fun to watch for the rest of this year and next year as well. And Jared Olkey, the sophomore quarterback, who's just really getting a feel for the position, it seems like, and starting to get more and more confidence with each game he plays. 2nd and 9 for Ellenwood. At their 25, now they're going to be a handoff to Marcus Brown. Tries to get up the middle, but the line of scrimmage collapsing on that one. Might have gotten a gain of about 1. Under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 3rd and 8. We'll see if Olkey gets another chance to throw the ball here. Tanner Swank, another player that's been advancing this year, the sophomore strong safety and a receiver. He really had a good game last week with a big reception that put Ellenwood back in the game last week against Sunrise Christian Academy.
Yes, he did. It looked like it was a great catch last week and touchdown in a crucial time in the game. I think maybe that Tanner's got some speed on our team. That he might be the second fastest kid that we have. And that speed is so very important in the game of football.
Absolutely. I think that maybe with the amount that Ellenwood chooses to run the ball, maybe give him a few reverse runs next year off of that receiver position. And Ellenwood setting up for the punt at the moment, 4th and 8. 5:50 remaining in the first half. A high punt, but Ringering doing a nice job tonight of getting that boot off rather quickly. Takes a bounce in the wrong direction there, though, and that'll set Plainville up at about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I like Coach's philosophy there of keeping it out of those guys' hands, not to give them any cheap returns. Be nice if we get Patrick get down just a little bit farther, but he is in there some pressure there getting the football off.
Well, as the defense is lining up, hands on their hips at this point. It has been a tiring game thus far against a speedy offense of Plainville. Tough to follow that football the whole way around, but the defense has a good future as well. Some key players in there. Of course, you're losing Marcus Brown, Cameron Williams, and along with Ian Gearing next year, but you still got Patrick Ringering in there that's made some good plays. Tanner Swank, who's done a good job at the corner position this year. And Colton Churchill just made the tackle along with Alan Templeton doing a nice job on the defensive end.
It's unfortunate, Matt, with Cameron, of course, over there on the sideline not playing tonight because of the broken finger. But, he's been one of Ellenwood's better defenders on the season, along with Ian Gearing to anchor that line, and not have him in there, that definitely does make a factor. Well,
and from what Coach said during pregame, there is a slight chance that he could come back against Inman, which, Ellenwood's kind of circled on their schedule, considering that it's a pretty evenly matched team with Ellenwood. From what I've heard, they might even be winless on the season, so that's a very winnable game for the Eagles for the last game of the season.
Yeah, and that's important for next year. You want to, if you get a chance to win that last game and some kind of spark for the rest of this, for next year, and then the off season is really going to be a crucial time for the Eagles, trying to get bigger and stronger in the weight room, and that's such an important thing in high school football.
Oh, and wow, just completely missing where the ball is on that one. Becker running up the middle and into the end zone. A 34-yard scamper for Kyle Becker. Another 6 on the board for Plainville. 50-0 at this point with 4:14 remaining in the first half. Setting up for the field goal once again is Plainville. Kick is up and looks true. 51-0 with 4:14 remaining in the ball game, in the first half. We'll take a quick break. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle Football on Ellenwood.
It's all something.
For all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, farm, or business, Jensen Associates. See Rob Fisher for a quote at Jensen Associates, Ellenwood.
It's always something.
Back here in Plainville, Kansas, Ellenwood Eagles down with 4:14 remaining in the first half. Deep boot. Ring to receive. Behind the 10-yard line, gets past the 20 to the 25, set up at about the 27-yard line for the Eagles. Flags on the play as well. See what the call is here. They'll discuss it over. And it's going to be on Plainville.
Looks like a personal foul, probably a late hit. Coach on the sideline over here for Plainville is not very happy with one of his youngsters.
Yeah, he's letting them have it at this point on the sideline. They're up 51-0, but you still are in teaching mode, coaching mode. If you're in Plainville, you still have 2 more games left in the season after this one, and want to get your guys prepared and focused for the postseason play especially. Ellenwood will set up at about the 42-yard line. 3 guys in the backfield. Now Colton Churchill getting off the sideline, now down to 2. And off, trying to get up the middle. Got to the line of scrimmage and then some. It looks like Marcus Brown. A little premature on the whistle. Looked like he still had some forward momentum there, Bill.
Yeah, Marcus does a good job of running hard, and they're just not very much place for him to run right now. But you like to see the aggressive play by Marcus.
Big test for the offensive line tonight. One of the strengths of Ellenwood thus far this year. And are kind of meeting their match at this point. 3.5 to play in the first half. 2nd and 9. Might be a false start on this one. Flags on the play. And it is. False start on the Eagles, so I'll back them up 5, make it about 2nd and 14.
Looked like our offensive tackle was a little too anxious to get off on that one and got nabbed for a 5-yard penalty.
Well, we got a little break in the action. We'll thank some sponsors for bringing this broadcast to you here tonight. Triple T Electric, Lang Diesel, Ezern Plumbing, Heating and Air, USD 355 in Ellenwood, and Farmers Mutual Jensen Insurance. Some of the fine sponsors here bringing you the broadcast tonight for Ellenwood Eagles football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Churchill up the middle, pushing forward for a gain of 1 or 2 yards on that one. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 13. Olkey trotting back out there. And, you know, this is usually where Ellenwood does have some success. It kind of just speaks to the quality of opponent you got in Plainville when you've been able to run up the middle with ease all year long, and now it's just been at a standstill. Brown breaking through for a good gain of 4 or 5 yards on that one.
Yeah, Matt, our offensive line's been probably our strength of the year, definitely our running game, but just not a lot there tonight with this strong Plainville defense.
Up to about the 42-yard line is where Ellenwood will set up to boot this one away. And Connor Collins, the junior, set up in the backfield to receive the punt for Plainville. High boot. Caught and brought down by Jared Olkey at about the 35-yard line is where Plainville's going to start this one. Minute 46 left in the half, and see if Ellenwood can get a stop here. That'd be a nice little way to go into the halfway point for the Eagles. Can get a stop on an offense like Plainville, that'd be a big positive at least to take into the locker room.
we need to stop the bleeding right now and keep Plainville from scoring here with the minute and a half left in the second quarter.
3 in the backfield for the Cardinals. Go around the outside, tripped up though at about the 42-yard line. Pickup of about 7 for Plainville. Churchill on the tackle, getting them around the legs. And you know, when you got a power running team and a team that doesn't stop after they're hit, sometimes that's the best way to bring them down is by the ankles.
Looks like Plainville's using their backup quarterback right now with their first-team offensive line, giving him a little bit of time. Big kid, 6 foot, 380 pounds. Wow. That's a nice backup.
Handoff around the outside. Yeah, might have been a loss on the run there. Marcus Brown in on the tackle. Back up a sophomore quarterback by the name of Hadley Gillum. Number 6 out there for the Cardinals. 3rd and short. Be a good chance for the Eagles to get a stop here with about 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. From about the 42. And up the middle, and a good stop for the Eagles. Churchill and Templeton on the tackle, along with Garrett Hayes, it looks like. 4th and short, and looks like they're going to go for it still here with 15 seconds left, but I believe Ellenwood might stop them from scoring again here before halftime.
Looks like they're just going to let the clock run to half. Got about 5 seconds left. Looks like this will do it.
So at the half, 51-0, Ellenwood down, but going to try to come out with a little better second half after this one. Just a tough Plainville squad here tonight on the road, and that's how it will end the first half. 51-0, Plainville with the lead. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. Eastern Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Air is your authorized Carrier dealer. Residential or commercial, Eastern can service and repair all makes and models. Call 620-564-3377. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Eastern in Ellenwood. Welcome back. Halftime during the Ellenwood Eagles game versus Plainville. Today we have Bailey Schartz and Caitlin Roble with us today, a couple of members of the Ellenwood tennis team doing a fine job this year. Good season so far, ladies?
Yep.
And from what I hear, both of you going to state this upcoming week.
Yes, we qualified our whole team at regionals last week. We got all 6 players in.
All
and we
6.
took regionals as a team. We won regionals, so that was exciting.
Wow. Have both of you been to state before?
Yes.
Yes. What is state like?
Well, everyone's out there to win. It's really competitive, but it's really fun.
And it's really important to win your first match, otherwise you're kicked out for everything.
Yeah.
And talk about what qualifies you for state in the first place.
It's the top 6 doubles and singles in your regional, and this year they got first.
I got first my doubles partner, Derry Beckwith, who took first.
Okay.
And
me and my partner, Ginch McClellan, got third.
And then on the single side, Oma won. She took first. And then Rachel Morales took 6th.
Wow. It's quite an accomplishment to get the whole team into state. Now talk about what you guys each individually compete in.
We're both doubles players.
Both doubles.
Yeah, both doubles.
Okay, both doubles. And just kind of expound on the experience of state a little bit. Bailey, you said you've been all 4 years,
Yeah,
correct?
this is my 4th year.
How'd you do the past 3 years?
Freshman year, I played singles, and I didn't do well. My attitude got to me, and I was just glad I qualified as a freshman, so that was exciting. Sophomore year, I actually was state runner-up with my doubles partner, Katie Morgenstern. We took 2nd, lost to Conway Springs. Last year, I was with Michelle Miller, and we took 4th. And then this year I'm with Derry, and we're hoping to take state this year.
Okay, so that's the goal.
Yes.
Take state.
Yes.
How about you, Caitlin? What's your past experience?
Well, last year I went to state and I got 12th with my partner Derry, and then this year I changed partners and I'm with Gentry now, and hopefully we do good at state too.
I'm going to take it all?
Yes.
Maybe?
As a team, we're hoping to, since we got everyone in, everyone qualified, we're hoping to take it as
We have a good chance.
Yeah,
Okay, and both of you ladies are seniors. Talk about the leadership role as seniors on the tennis squad.
Well, there's 5 seniors on the team.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
5 of the 6.
Oh.
Like 8 or 9 of the whole team. So
Wow.
next year they're going to lose us all.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
But hopefully, same kind of success next year. And speaking of next year, you guys have a plan set up for college next year?
I'm not for sure. Probably go to Barton, but I'm not sure if I'll play tennis or not. But
Be a Cougar. Nice choice.
I don't know if I'll go to Barton, play tennis there, or if I'll just go straight to KU and go into physical therapy.
Still got time. Whole another semester before you decide on what you guys want to do. All right. That's Bailey Schartz, Caitlin Roble with us from the Ellenwood tennis team. Back with more halftime analysis after this.
Farmers Mutual Insurance is a proud supporter of Ellenwood Eagles, academics, and sports. Best of luck, Eagles, from your friends at Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Nextech Wireless customers love our coverage, customer service, and prices. But don't just take our word for it.
And we always have good coverage all the way through.
We're very pleased with the price.
The support of our community that they give us is amazing, and that's what's important to me.
The customer service has been exceptional.
We'd love to add your voice to those satisfied customers. Sign up now and receive 60% off your phone and 6 months free on additional lines. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Nextech Wireless, you're covered nationwide.
When you think of your future, think Barton. When you think of career training, think Barton. When you think about completing your GED or getting specialized training for your business and employees, think of Barton. Find out what drives you at Barton Community College.
y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it.
Static on the way, make us all say whoa. The people up top, push the people down low, get down. Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor.
Cheyenne Trailer Sales has all sizes and models of trailers, from Diamond T heavy haulers, car haulers, hydraulic dump trailers and cargo trailers, stock trailers, utility trailers. Central Kansas Trailer Supermarket is Cheyenne Trailer Sales, located in Great Bend and Ellenwood.
It's always something.
For all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, farm, or business, Jensen Associates. See Rob Fisher for a quote at Jensen Associates, Ellenwood.
It's always something.
St. Joseph Catholic School in Ellenwood provides the community with students who'll take their place in society as productive citizens instilled with Catholic values. St. Joseph School offers classes from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Please contact St. Joseph School if you'd like to see their facilities or for any questions. Back here from Plainville, Kansas, where the Plainville Cardinals lead Ellenwood 51-0 at halftime. Just not much going right thus far for Ellenwood, taking on a very difficult team in the Plainville Cardinals here tonight, a team that's got mainly rushing in total this season. It's only have about 200 and some odd passing yards, although Plainville's trying out their passing game a little bit here tonight against Ellenwood. It's mainly been Trevor Axelson who's been running the football. He's got over 120 yards in the first half alone. Also, they've got the quick handoff to the fullback running game going, as well as Harrison Gilliland has well over 60 yards here this evening in the first half. And not just the struggles on the defensive side for Ellenwood, already 3 turnovers for the Eagles. Not really their style. Ellenwood usually taking pretty good care of the football no matter who they're playing. But tonight, ball's been a little greasy on them, with I believe about 4 or 5 fumbles, and 3 of them have been lost to turnovers. So Ellenwood going to try and come out and play a little tougher defensively and get on the scoreboard before the end of this one here tonight. Haven't had much success running the football either, as Plainville really closing the gaps on the inside, where usually Ellenwood excels at the running game, is pounding it up the middle. But again, the speedy defense of Plainville has really filled in the creases on the inside of the offensive line of Ellenwood. So Ellenwood going to try to mend their wounds from the first half and get refueled and set for the second half. In about 5.5 minutes, we'll get this thing going once again. 51-0 your score from Plainville. Plainville with the lead, and we'll take a quick break. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle Football at ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
The purpose of the Ellenwood Booster Club is to serve all students and faculty of Ellenwood Middle and High School by promoting participation in all activities while enhancing school pride and spirit. If you would like to get involved with the Ellenwood Booster Club, please contact any Ellenwood Booster Club member.
Cheyenne Trailer Sales has all sizes and models of trailers, from Diamond T heavy haulers, car haulers, hydraulic dump trailers and cargo trailers, stock trailers, utility trailers. Central Kansas Trailer Supermarket is Cheyenne Trailer Sales, located in Great Bend and Ellenwood.
Just like the student athletes at Ellenwood High School, Lang Diesel is doing what it takes to get the job done. See all the staff for new products, parts, or service at Lang Diesel, just west of Ellenwood. And good luck, Eagles, from your friends at Lang Diesel.
Nextech Wireless customers love our coverage, customer service, and prices. But don't just take our word for it.
And we always have good coverage all the way through.
We're very pleased with the price.
The support of our community that they give us is amazing, and that's what's important to me.
The customer service has been exceptional.
We'd love to add your voice to those satisfied customers. Sign up now and receive 60% off your phone and 6 months free on additional lines. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Nextech Wireless, you're covered nationwide.
Woodhaven Care Center is a small, quiet, skilled nursing care facility with independent living apartments available. Located in the rural community of Ellenwood, we're confident that the hardworking staff will provide a safe and caring environment for you or your loved one. Stop by Woodhaven for a complimentary tour today.
Calling all businesses, large or small. National Billing is your accounts receivable processing, billing, financing, and management headquarters. See Mel Wade and the staff at National Billing, 13 North Main in Ellenwood, a proud sponsor of Ellenwood Eagle activities.
Dr. Christopher Brown, along with Dr. Charlie Jocelyn, is now accepting new patients at the Ellenwood Hospital Clinic. The Ellenwood Hospital Clinic is fully staffed Monday through Friday to promote your good health.
Pit Stop Service Station at 201 East Santa Fe in Ellenwood is your one-stop for oil changes, tire repairs, exhaust systems, brakes, transmission work, tune-ups, new tires, and more. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Pit Stop Service Station, Ellenwood.
St. Joseph Catholic School in Ellenwood provides the community with students who'll take their place in society as productive citizens instilled with Catholic values. St. Joseph School offers classes from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Please contact St. Joseph School if you'd like to see their facilities or for any questions. Ellenwood Eagle Football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com. I'm Matt Unruh alongside Bill Maddie here tonight giving you the call. 51-0 at halftime, Plainville lead. Ellenwood Eagles football brought to you by High-Lay Engine Pump and Supply, Pit Stop Service Station, Barton Community College, St. Joseph School, Cheyenne Trailer Sales, Woodhaven Care Center, and Ellenwood Hospital and Clinic. Good evening. It's a fairly chilly night here in Plainville as, well, we're experiencing a little more here tonight considering we're in the outdoors, getting the outdoor experience here in Plainville. 51-0 lead for Plainville, and man, what a team we're witnessing here tonight in the Cardinals, a team that really has put down the throttle in the first half and really ran away with it thus far, and it's no wonder they're number 4 in 2A state action here in Plainville, Bill Maddie.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're number 4. Were they're playing tonight? They probably not number 4. I would say they'd be 1 or 2, maybe behind Colgan or right with them, but you know, they beat down Smith Center pretty bad here a couple weeks ago, and Norton and Phillipsburg, and well, I'm not sure about the Phillipsburg, but I definitely know Norton and Smith Center, and those are 2 quality programs that they've let have it this year.
Well, and they're letting the Eagles have it at this point, but you know, the Eagles hoping to come back into the second half and put together a little better effort. And one area that they need to do a little better is, well, taking better care of the football.
Yeah, you cannot give the ball away to a team like this, and we talk about turnovers every week, but you know, this week just especially important that you don't turn the football over.
Plainville will definitely magnify those kind of mistakes. This is a team that definitely takes advantage of opportunities like that, and Ellenwood, well, maybe hoping to create some opportunities for themselves here in the second half, maybe force a turnover or 2, but that's going to be tough against a well-disciplined team in the Plainville Cardinals.
Yeah, they will. They can just need to go out here second half, and you know, it's hard, really, really hard to do, but you want to clear your mind of the score and just try to do a fresh start and come out second half and look for positive things, and not just look for them, but make positive things happen. And you know, you're the one that has control over being aggressive, and not anybody else. And if you go out and do that and see what happens, and we get something positive will happen for us.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell that Ellen was a little bit distracted, maybe a little bit intimidated by the atmosphere and just the name of Plainville and what they've done so far this season, and just even watching them come into the stadium here tonight, marching in step, arm in arm as a team unit. That you can tell this is a team that's been playing together for a long time, obviously, and has their routine down pretty well. And not even that, just the atmosphere, the crowd here. You can tell this is a town that loves their football. They were here. It was pretty full by the time we got here around 5:30 this evening, Bill, and got the cars lined all around the stadium, along with the 2 fire trucks going. This is a town that takes their football pretty seriously.
They do, and football is it's kind of king up here in this area, along with wrestling. But those two sports kind of go hand in hand, and just the toughness that it brings to this area. And these Plainville kids have had to be tough over the years, playing with the foes of Smith Center and Norton and Phillipsburg, and so they've wasn't that long ago, and Plainville was on the short end of the stick several times. They got beat, I believe, by Smith Center. I know at one time it was 72-0 in the first quarter and made national headlines.
Wow.
And these kids, probably were maybe freshmen or in middle school, and when that happened, and they know, and the coach here has done a great job of turning them around, and so as far as getting the weight room and building your program from within the weight room, and they're seeing those successes right now.
Talking with Coach Dusty Beams earlier on this week, we had the pregame interview. He hopes that Ellenwood can make that kind of turnaround here soon. If they can get their kids in the locker room, or not the locker room, but the weight room, and get beefed up and just become mentally and physically tougher and get the program back up to where it could be. This team has some potential with the kids they got.
Yeah, the weight room is such a crucial part of the game of football, and as we all know, Coach Beam is doing a good job in the weight room, getting our kids excited about being in there. And the nice thing is that he sees them every day with our schedule, and they can get after it and kind of tailor that weightlifting program to meet the needs of all of our athletes in the school system, and I think we do see some of the success in some of the other sports, and football takes a little bit of time to get that strength where you need it to be over the years.
Well, let's take a quick break before we get back to second half action. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle football at ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
Pit Stop Service Station at 201 East Santa Fe in Ellenwood is your one-stop for oil changes, tire repairs, exhaust systems, brakes, transmission work, tune-ups, new tires, and more. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Pit Stop Service Station, Ellenwood.
When you think of your future, think Barton. When you think of career training, think Barton. When you think about completing your GED or getting specialized training for your business and employees, think of Barton. Find out what drives you at Barton Community College.
It's always something.
For all of your insurance needs, whether it's home, auto, life, farm, or business, Jensen Associates. See Rob Fisher for a quote at Jensen Associates, Ellenwood.
It's always something.
Just like the student athletes at Ellenwood High School, Lang Diesel is doing what it takes to get the job done. See all the staff for new products, parts, or service at Lang Diesel, just west of Ellenwood, and good luck Eagles from your friends at Lang Diesel.
Calling all businesses, large or small, National Billing is your accounts receivable processing, billing, financing, and management headquarters. See Mel Wade and the staff at National Billing, 13 North Main in Ellenwood, a proud sponsor of Ellenwood Eagle activities.
Dr. Christopher Brown, along with Dr. Charlie Jocelyn, is now accepting new patients at the Ellenwood Hospital Clinic. The Ellenwood Hospital Clinic is fully staffed Monday through Friday to promote your good health.
Back here in Plainville, about set to get the second half underway. Plainville up big on Ellenwood. The third to the last game of the season. Have the last home game tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. That'll be as Ellenwood hosts La Crosse, and then Edmond on the road for the last game of the season. Ellenwood will be receiving to begin things here in the second half. Now, word has it that Patrick Ringring actually might be sitting out at the moment, possibly with some knee issues. Can't confirm that at this moment, but we have heard that he might not be a go for the second half. It'll be Cody Easern receiving the kicks in the deep backfield. Might not get to him. It'll be Tanner Swank who thinks about picking it up. Now he does. Runs around to the right side. Tries to get a stiff arm and then brought down around the 17-yard line. Tough field position to start the second half. And we're going to try to move the football on this tough Plainville defense. Olkey will be setting up. Under center here, two in the backfield. Like Marcus Brown and Colton Churchill. Templeton, excuse me. Templeton getting the handoff. Tries to run to the outside. Might have gotten to the line of scrimmage there. Picks up a gain of 1 there.
Matt, looks like Plainville subbing in several JV players, giving their varsity kids a little break here. Not all of them, but some of them.
A little ovation from the Plainville stands here. 2nd and 9. Might give Ellenwood the chance to move the ball a little more here. And that might have been a keeper on that play. Hard to tell who had the football.
Like Marcus Brown took the ball up the middle.
A little delayed handoff. Pickup of 2 makes it 3rd and 7. About 10.5 to play in the third quarter. Couple subs of their own for Ellenwood. Set up at about the 20-yard line, the Ellenwood 20. Another direct. Well, no, it's going to be a throw. A little overthrown. Believe it was intended for Colton Churchill. Intended for Swank, excuse me. That brings up 4th down.
Looked like we had 3 receivers down on the field. Now, not sure we've seen that pass pattern by the Eagles this year.
Well, you know, in a situation like this, have a chance to open up the playbook a little bit, experiment with some of the plays that they've been working on in practice. And really not a bad idea. Nothing else has really been working too hot. And I believe it was Templeton fumbling that snap. A little low on the snap. And we mentioned Patrick Ringling, the usual punter, not in the lineup here in the second half. And Plainville set up in the red zone to begin this possession after that one.
Wasn't a great snap, but it was one that he could handle. I think he just got a little bit nervous and tried to do step 2 before he got step 1 out of the way, and just dropped it and give Plainville excellent field position here to start the second half.
Well, and you know, watching in the first half, Patrick Ringring's punts, about every punt he has seen some pressure on it, and he had to get those punts off rather quickly. So probably Templeton watching that might have put some pressure on himself there. And a timeout going to be called by Plainville with 8:41 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to take a break. You're tuned into Ellenwood Eagles football at ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
St. Joseph Catholic School in Ellenwood provides the community with students who'll take their place in society as productive citizens instilled with Catholic values. St. Joseph School offers classes from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Please contact St. Joseph School if you'd like to see their facilities or for any questions.
Customers love our coverage, customer service, and prices. But don't just take our word for it.
And we always have good coverage all the way through.
We're very pleased with the price.
The support of our community that they give us is amazing, and that's what's important to me.
The customer service has been exceptional.
We'd love to add your voice to those satisfied customers. Sign up now and receive 60% off your phone and 6 months free on additional lines. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Next Tech Wireless, you're covered nationwide.
Back here in Plainville, 8:41 remaining in the third quarter. Plainville up big on the Ellenwood Eagles, and they're knocking at the door at another score. They're on the Ellenwood 9-yard line at the moment. Kyle Becker setting up behind center. Maybe a little pressure coming up the middle as they know where it's coming from, but pickup of a few yards on that play gets it to about the 6 on the run. It's like hard to tell with dark colored jersey there. I believe number 14 for Plainville. It might have been Andrew Casey actually on the run. Second and goal for the Cardinals here, with just over 8 minutes to play. Direct handoff, and dropping to the ground pretty immediately is number 8 for the Cardinals. That would be Joe McRickard, freshman fullback. Third and goal for Plainville. Ellenwood trying to get a stop here in the end zone, near the end zone. It's Gillum under center. There's a handoff and a big hit.
Best hit of the night right there, Matt, by Colton Churchill that we've seen from many of the Eagle players. Good job of being aggressive and tackling the Plainville running back.
That is encouraging to see the aggression still out there, especially on the defensive end. You know, that's one place you can let the adrenaline flow and just let your aggressions go. 4th and 3, they're going for it. Handoff around the outside. Marcus Brown snuffing it out. It was Adam Gehring on the run, and a big stop for Ellenwood. I believe that's the first stop they've had all game. Kept them from continuing a drive, and besides that last series before halftime, I guess that's the second stop Ellenwood's had all night. But tough field position to start off with, but we'll see if we can move the ball, get a first down or two here.
Yeah, it looks like we got some confusion on the Plainville Cardinals part. They're subbing in some younger players right now, and it'd be nice if we can move the ball here in this third quarter.
Could take advantage of some youth here. Olkey handing off to Brown, trying to wait for an open hole. Showed some patience there, and not a bad run considering the pressure is feeling. Good pickup of 3 yards for Marcus Brown.
It was good patience by Marcus, looking for his blockers to get on their men and for that pulling guard to get around there, and Marcus did a good job of getting positive yards.
That's one of the qualities of a running back, is to wait for that hole to open up, and there's one that opened up on the run there. Alan Templeton with the run. There's our first down. Not sure if Ellenwood had a first down in the first half or not. They got one there, and now got the chains moving to about the 22-yard line, the Ellenwood 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Olkey under center. Oh, got a defender to jump. Believe it might be encroachment. We'll see what the call is.
Should be. I think we have a defensive end over here on this sideline. Jump offside, got a little too much in a hurry, and referees are talking it over there, so I don't know.
Again, showing the youth of... Oh, no, they're going to call a false start on Ellenwood. So that'll push them back to about the 17-yard line. 1st and 15, a little tougher field position, but up the middle again. Some good success on that run. Alan Templeton again. And that's more like what we're used to seeing right there, Bill Maddie, running up the middle a little easier on that play.
Yes, and Alan Templeton and Cole Churchill, they seem like they've are young kids we've talked about in the weight, the ones that get in the weight room, and I think those are the ones that you build around for the future, because they've got the build that kind of looks like this smaller version of some of the Plainville kids.
Yeah. They almost have like a fullback build, which, they could still go in as a fullback and have that successful running ability. Marcus Brown sneaking in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, trying to get around the outside, up the middle. There we go, up to the first down marker and a little bit more. Enough for a first down to move the chains once again to about the 33-yard line.
Looked like the exact same play we saw just a couple plays ago, and almost the same running style there by Marcus, showing some patience again, then getting his shoulder square to the line of scrimmage and running through there with some aggression.
To the 34-yard line, and it looks like Ellenwood getting a little more confidence going. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Up the middle again, but tripped up is Templeton. Pickup of 3 for the Eagles.
Matt got a score in here. La Crosse is leading El Saline 35-7 at the half.
Wow. And that would be next week's opponent at home for Ellenwood. Last home game of the year against La Crosse, another district opponent. And on the outside, I believe that's Ramsey, Devin Ramsey, as you said earlier on, with the number 18 jersey tonight. And might have gotten a gain of 1. Looks like they're going to set him up at the 37. Third and medium yardage here. Let's see if they can keep this series going. Holke set to take the snap. Ramsey again around the right side. Gets some blocks up to the first down marker. Flags on the play. Going to be enough for a first down pending the penalty.
Usually in the spot of holding, I'm not sure. Didn't see who it was, but usually that's a spot of holding in that situation.
Could be a spot of face mask, but not sure if that's what I saw. And a block in the back, apparently. And that will set the Eagles back a little bit from the spot of the foul. I believe it'll be 4th down. No, they might keep it at 3rd down.
3rd down, yeah. It's going to be 3rd down.
Repeat the down. Now 3rd and 9. Over to the left side. Marcus Brown has some room to run. Past midfield up to the 39-yard line. A big run, just what Ellenwood needed. About a minute left in the third quarter.
Yeah, good play by Marcus right there. Good job by their line going against this second group from Plainville, but they are definitely manhandling, which is good to see because Ellenwood plays younger kids as well right now, and we've got some a couple of kids of our starters not in the game, so it's good to see Ellenwood on some positive notes like we talked about just a few minutes ago.
Could be kids that are about the same age on the field right now, but just the Ellenwood side has a little more playing experience. You got the number of kids on the Plainville side and the caliber of talent over there. These kids probably don't see much action unless they've got a big lead like they do at this point.
Right, and and that does kind of feed success because the way Plainville's been beating teams this year, the young kids do get that playing time, and that just really helps them out. Get that program going in the right direction.
Yeah, get that much more experience for the younger kids besides the JV level. Around the outside to Ramsey to the first down marker and more past the 30-yard line. And another first down for Ellenwood. And you can kind of hear the Ellenwood's the Ellenwood sidelines, the bleachers over there, cheering on that one. And that's the end of the third. Be back with fourth quarter action, 51-0 Plainville on top, but Ellenwood moving the football now. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagles football on EllenwoodEagles.org and GreatBendPost.com.
Calling all businesses, large or small. National Billing is your accounts receivable processing, billing, financing, and management headquarters. See Mel Wade and the staff at National Billing, 13 North Main in Ellenwood, a proud sponsor of Ellenwood Eagle activities.
Eastern Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Air is your authorized Carrier dealer. Residential or commercial, Eastern can service and repair all makes and models. Call 620-564-3377. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Eastern in Ellenwood.
Dr. Christopher Brown, along with Dr. Charlie Jocelyn, is now accepting new patients at the Ellenwood Hospital Clinic. The Ellenwood Hospital Clinic is fully staffed Monday through Friday to promote your good health.
Woodhaven Care Center is a small, quiet, skilled nursing care facility with independent living apartments available. Located in the rural community of Ellenwood, we're confident that the hardworking staff will provide a safe and caring environment for you or your loved one. Stop by Woodhaven for a complimentary tour today.
A beautiful moon on a nice night here in Plainville. We enter fourth quarter play. Ellenwood down big here in the fourth quarter, but moving the football up the middle is Churchill. Gets a pickup of about 4 or 5 on this play. Ellenwood Eagles football brought to you by USD 355 in Ellenwood, Farmers Mutual Jensen Insurance, National Billing, RMAC, Ellenwood Booster Club, and Triple T Electric. Matt Unruh alongside Bill Maddie with the broadcast here this evening, and Ellenwood taking off a tough squad in the number 4 in 2A football in the state right now, and just trying to move the football and get in the end zone before the end of this one. 2nd and 7. Up the middle again, I think that's Churchill once again. Pickup of about 3 again. Brings up 3rd and about 4.
Should be an obvious 2-down territory. You got 2 downs to make. It looks like about 3.5 yards here for the Eagles. See what Coach Beam's got called. He's got pretty good success with running Marcus Brown there around the outside.
Yeah, and Brown in the lineup there, along with Churchill. It's like Templeton and Brown in the backfield. Churchill lined up over to the left side. Olkey under center. He'll take the snap and up the middle. Templeton pushing for a few more yards. And might have had the first down. Going to be close. Now they're going to mark him short by a yard or 2. 4th and about 1.5 yards. 4th and short. They'll keep things going here, and the offense stays on the field from the Plainville 17-yard line. This is the closest Ellenwood's been to scoring here. Hopefully going to take advantage of this opportunity, get it in the end zone and in the shutout. About 10 minutes to play. Mulkey under center. Might be a QB sneak situation. We'll see. They'll hand off to Templeton. Leans forward. Enough for the first down and more. Gets to about the 15-yard line. This drive moves on.
Another good run by Alan Templeton, getting his shoulders level to the ground and keeps his head up as he's running so he doesn't get himself injured, but does a good job of finishing off the run and leaning forward. So on the first contact, he's going to make positive yards.
So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, the Plainville 15. See if they keep going to the big guys of Templeton and Churchill. It's Churchill in the backfield. I believe Templeton, no, it's Brown in the backfield, and Brown will take the handoff this time. Gets close to the 11-yard line for a pickup of about 4 yards. Make it 2nd and about 6 from the 11-yard line, 12-yard line, somewhere in there. Under 9 minutes to play now.
Matt, we better mention that our cross-country boys took first place in the league on Thursday, and our girls took 2nd, lost to TMP by just 1 point.
And both those squads looking for some big success in the state meet. Oh, it might have been a lost football. I thought he was down. I think they're going to say that he was down. That's Ramsey on the run. That'll be 3rd down and about 6. Close to another turnover for Ellenwood. They had 3 in the first half, taking pretty good care of the football here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, much better. Looked like I think his knee was down, but kind of fortunate there on Ellenwood's part to maintain, because a lot of referees might give that away. But
yeah.
I think he made the right call, but it was definitely a close call.
Just under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Oh, a misdirection, and I'm not sure if they knew who exactly was supposed to get the handoff. Another fumble here, and I believe Plainville might have come up with it. Ellenwood driving so well, and then they lose the football like this in the red zone. That's a tough one to take.
Yeah, it is. And, normally that's Patrick Rimering getting the handoff there, but he's not playing right now. I think we've got an injury of some sort. He's on the sideline. But probably some handoff miscues led to the turnover there.
Under 7.5 to play. And looks like Plainville set up at their own 15-yard line. So Ellenwood will have to get a stop here and try again to get that first score. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. It's Gillum under center. Second string quarterback. He'll take it up the middle, but snuffed out by the Ellenwood defense. Stops him. Probably no gain on that play. Actually, it might have been a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Now about 6.5 to play in this one. Running clock at this point. There's one positive dimension, though, Bill Matty. Ellenwood is yet to allow a score here in the second half.
Yeah, played much better in the second half than they did the first half, taking care of the football, which is nice to see that they didn't, completely, just tank it, but come back out and fight the second half, which is not easy to do when you're in that situation for any team.
Absolutely. This score could be even uglier than it is at this point with the way things were going, but they have stood strong here in the second half. Almost got that score with that last drive before the fumble at the 15-yard line, and the 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 has a chance to get a stop here with a 3 and out and possibly get the football back here fairly quickly with about 5.5 minutes to play.
Looks like Plainville's taking a lot of time calling timeout. Okay, I think they must have some confusion on what they had called in that situation, so let the clock run down and call timeout. And both coaches doing a good job of coaching their young kids and trying to finish the game off the right way and improving things.
Well, 5:27 left. Are we able to take a break at this point? I think we will with this timeout. You're tuned in to Ellenwood Eagle Football and EllenwoodEagles.org and GreatBendPost.com.
Eastern Plumbing, Electric, Heating, and Air is your authorized Carrier dealer. Residential or commercial, Eastern can service and repair all makes and models. Call 620-564-3377. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Eastern in Ellenwood.
Farmers Mutual Insurance is a proud supporter of Ellenwood Eagles, academics, and sports. Best of luck, Eagles, from your friends at Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Back here in Plainville. And Ellenwood coming out of the timeout. I believe they got the stop there. Actually made Plainville lose a yard. Now they gained 1 yard, but not enough for a first down. The punting squad comes out for Plainville. Looks like Cody Easern out back to receive the punt here. Plainville going to move on to 7-0 on the season. Ellenwood going to 1-6. Ellenwood gears up for a home matchup against La Crosse next Friday. Easern wisely going to let that one go. Is that just a line drive kick there? Picked up at about the 30-yard line. See if the offense can get going where they left off that last series. Marched all the way to the Plainville 15-yard line, getting into the red zone before fumbling it. Moving the football quite well and trying to continue that with about 4.5 minutes to play in the football game. Ellenwood a chance to showcase that inside running game here in the fourth quarter. Granted, it is against the second string of defense of Plainville, but a good throw there by Jared Olkey. About the most time Olkey's had to throw the football here in this one.
Yes, it was, and Jared did a nice job delivering the football down the field. It was a Tanner Swank cut the pass there, and good job of Jared of staying in there and delivering exactly where he needed to. Kind of fun for us to see some of that here, and as Jared works a little bit on the passing game and see what the Eagles can do.
Another factor that plays into the future makes you wonder if with Jared Olkey throwing this much, I mean, it's not a whole lot at this point of throwing the football, but he is a sophomore quarterback. In the years to come, you think Coach Dusty Beams will go to the air a little bit more as Jared Olkey gets more experience under center?
Yeah, I think he will, and watch Jared throwing the ball there. I think he's improved since the beginning of the season as his arm strength will continue to increase. But the intelligence factor that Jared brings is very nice for Ellenwood to have, and getting this sophomore year out of the way, I think that's really important going into next year.
And he's got some receivers that seem pretty proven as well. Cameron Williams will graduate, is breaking free for a run there. Looks like Alan Templeton with a big run, getting it up to the 32, 33-yard line. Ellenwood now into Plainville territory, and again, moving the football pretty well with the running game with 2.5 minutes to play.
Another strong run by Alan Templeton. Continues to be one of the strong factors for Ellenwood with his speed and strength.
Just by watching kids like Templeton and Churchill, you wouldn't think that they're sophomores. They're playing with a lot of energy, a lot of strength, and there it is again, a big 14-yard pickup for Alan Templeton. Bowling over those who are smaller than him. 2 minutes to play, and in the red zone once again is Ellenwood for the second series in a row. See if they can produce here. It's like an injury timeout for Plainville. One of the younger players stepping out. Might be called an official timeout. Actually, a little more serious injury further on the field. That's the Cardinals. It's like number 9.
Looks like Quinn Dewey, a 6-foot sophomore quarterback, defensive back for the Cardinals. A little bit shaken up, maybe an ankle injury, possibly a knee.
Not sure if he's one of their main guys on defense, but I guess another good reason why you want to put the second string in there late in the ball game when you got a big lead.
Yeah, I really like what I see from Alan Templeton right now. He reminds me of some of the Plainville runners I saw the first half, finishing off plays and getting those shoulders, squared up to the defensive player, and he keeps his head up and make sure that he's always falling forward, gets that extra 3 or 4 yards.
And Dusty Beams and the rest of the Ellenwood coaching staff rewarding him with the football each time as he keeps seeing that success. And a keeper from Olkey going to throw to the corner, a little deep. That one going to number 11, freshman Tyler Foreman. So we saw him during warm-ups getting quite a few tosses before the ball game tonight. A little overthrown on that one.
That would have been nice to see Tyler reel that one in. Jared just overshot him a little bit, but the target factor there is pretty small. Error for him there to hit, but just barely missed it.
3rd and 2. 35 seconds left in the ball game. Going to have to do something quick here. Ramsey gets the first down and a little bit more up to about the 5-yard line. Well, Ellenwood call a timeout to possibly get a score in before the clock runs out. There's about 22 seconds left. How the clock's running, this might be the last play here, Bill Maddie. The Plainville crowd hoping for a shutout, cheering their defense on. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. This should be the last play. Olkey to throw. Some pressure. Escapes one. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown. They do get on the board before this one ends. Jared Olkey. And at least quiets the Plainville crowd on the last play of the ball game.
That was a great strength there by Jared to get away. I thought he was going to be tackled for sure back there. And then once he got that 5-yard line, you can just see a little bit of determination factor in Jared that he was going to get in the end zone.
Absolutely. He did put his head down on that one like a Alan Templeton, who we were just talking about, and ran through the defense there. Really a great escapability on Jared Oakey's part. I thought for sure that he was going to be tackled from behind as well, but showed some speed and found a good hole to get through. Now going to go for the 2-point conversion to try to make it 8.
Looks like the Plainville coaching staff a little frustrated that they're allowing them to go for an extra point conversion, but I don't see where it really matters at this point.
Yeah. Oakey going to throw. This time taken from behind, and that'll do it. Final score 51-6. Ellenwood falls to Plainville, but taking a look at first half to second half, 2 completely different halves, and sure you can blame a little bit on the running clock and the second string defense and offense from Plainville, but it sure seemed like Ellenwood came out a lot more focused here in the second half, Bill Maddie.
Yes, they did. Much better second half, and seemed like their confidence probably grew, and just a mental thing there playing against them. Maybe some of the younger kids in the second half, but much more aggressive in the second half play.
Yeah, they did not keep their heads down like they could have. They came back out strong in the second half and pushed through. Offense moved the ball a little bit better once the second string was out there, and they were a little more focused, a little less intimidated too, I think, in the second half.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Some positive notes there. I saw Marcus Brown be patient with his blockers and then use some acceleration there, along with Alan Templeton running the ball well. Looks like he's getting some some congratulations or a little bit of props there from the Plainville coaching staff. I think as Alan probably did as good as anybody tonight with his aggressive play.
Well, you mentioned that he reminded you a lot of the runners from Plainville, like the Axelsons and the Gillilands, who run the ball. They burst up the middle with speed, and that's something that Ellenwood has thrived on this year, and something that they're going to continue to try to do is run up the middle with the football. Defensively, they buckled down a little better in the second half after just not being able to stop anything in the first half, and something that hopefully will build a little more confidence for next week to give a better effort against another good team in lacrosse next week. So again, your final score, 51-6. Plainville the victor over Ellenwood. That'll be it for us tonight. For Bill Maddie, I'm Matt Unruh. Thanks for tuning in to another broadcast of Ellenwood Eagles football next week at home against lacrosse. Thanks for tuning in to Ellenwood Eagles football on ellenwoodeagles.org and greatbendpost.com.
How were you playing that?